Hey guys, Nathan Brandon Masters, and I am back with r/Glitch in the Matrix, and this is page 4 of Victor Lock Demon Noir, or Victor Lock Demon Hunter Demon Noir issue 2. So I finally got around to it. I actually did find 5 more minutes of page 3, so I might be throwing that up in another video. So keep in mind, these are relatively new stories, so links will be in the description. Going over there, give them that upvote. Let them know, hey, I saw this on Nathan Brandon Masters' channel, and just let them know you enjoyed hearing their experience. They will indeed appreciate that. But before we jump into it, guys, I produce a book called Hexcraft Mechanics. This is issue 2 and is up on Indiegogo right now. It's a 56-page action-based urban fantasy book written and drawn by yours truly. Link is in the description. I'm also thinking about a $15 base book where you're just getting the book and maybe some blastback cards. Let me know in the comment section if that's something you would buy. Straight from the printer, straight to your hands. Let me know. Other than that, guys, let's jump into the video. r/Glitch in the Matrix. We're going to start off with this first story posted by user elfiepie. My fiance and I visit the same alternate reality 1 week apart. Alright guys, it sounds pretty juicy. Let's see what that's all about. Last Friday, he got called into work to complete some overtime. He came back home convinced we had dinner with his family and that we were going to go to a local Turkish restaurant. I was sure he had nothing planned and had already changed from my formal clothes into pajamas. He thought I had just forgot, as I had a busy week. So he called one of his siblings and both of his parents, who all agreed with me. He was also convinced my favorite store still hadn't opened yet, despite the fact that we had been the previous day. Additionally, he was convinced we both drove different cars. The whole weekend, he complained of small things being different, but suddenly dropped it on Monday. This past Friday, I got a terrible headache that morphed into a migraine. I was convinced that we had both drove different cars and that we had gotten Turkish food with his family the previous Friday. Everything I said aligned with what he was convinced of the previous week. After I woke up from my migraine-induced nap, we had a discussion about our sudden convictions and nervously joked that they must be from the same alternate reality. It was strange. And you guys know I enjoy those stories where multiple people have the experience, so it's kind of like it adds more weight to it. It's like, no, you're not going crazy. No, this isn't like, just something in your head. This is something that we're both experiencing. So I do enjoy those. Now I'm going to read a comment on this story by Fiancee. Something so odd about this just clicked. My mom has always had migraines. She also has always confused or crossed memories or events. She is by no means suffering from any type of mental illness or memory issues. We all used to blame it on the migraines. She gets the type that lays you out for a day or two. I also suffer from these same exact migraines, only with me I don't cross or confuse memories. But I damn sure do remember things that I've done since I was 7 or so that no one else remembers, both with and without other people involved. My family is aware that I have a good memory. I remember things from when I was 2 on, maybe even younger. So when I forget something or remember other things, my family and friends either chalk up the forgetting due to my headaches and migraines and my remembering details due to me having a good memory. After reading your post and looking back at all the confusion my mom had and all the things I've missed or didn't, I'm seeing these coincidences in a new light, which is hilarious because I don't believe in coincidences. Wow. All right, guys, now I got one. I kind of like this one because it's kind of a question. And this is posted by user featheredfelon, and they asked this: how many people are just ignoring glitches? The other day, my husband and I were going to eat in the park. We had put together some things on the coffee table, drinks, a bag with food, and most importantly, the car keys. We're preparing to move, so the table was bare except for the items we just sat on. My husband paused to answer an email about the home we're signing for, and I waited on the couch next to him, poking around on my phone. A few minutes later, he was done and ready to leave, but the keys are just gone. We started looking all over for those damn keys. We checked our pockets. He looked in the pockets of all his recently worn pants, upstairs, in the couch, under the cushions, all over the table, and in the food bag. Shook out the blankets on the couch, in my purse, etc. He even went to check if he dropped them while checking the mail earlier, although we both remembered them sitting on the table. At our wits' end, we sat on the couch, and there's the keys lying on the couch. It has been even slightly warm, as if it had been in someone's pocket, but it hadn't been. My husband then said, I feel like things like this have happened to me a few times a year all my life, but I try not to think about it too much. Since I've been thinking about this, I think a lot of people choose not to think about these things too deeply because the implications are frightening. I don't believe in simulation, but I definitely think that other dimensions interact with ours on a regular and significant basis. Now, that's a great question right there. I think a lot of people have the things, have that thing where something will disappear and reappear in a place where you go, why is that there? How did that even appear there? Or why is that in that location? And then once you find it, you just kind of let it go. You just kind of go like, okay, well, whatever, because you don't really want to think, hey, this weird thing is happening, and why is that? You're not going to jump through that rigmarole of really trying to figure this thing out. It's just, well, I got the thing back I was looking for, and that was kind of weird how that happened. But yeah, I think that there are a lot of things that go on that people just kind of ignore because, well, they don't want to, have that conversation. And you don't necessarily need that conversation. You just want, you want to get the thing, the thing that you're missing. You want to get that thing back and go on with your day and not have some weird metaphysical conversation about the universe. All right, guys. Now this one's going to be a little bit weird, a little bit unsettling, a little bit creepy. All right. Posted by user Glorious Gnome 13. I remember a family member unbirthing themselves, but now he is alive. Hey, this is my first post on Reddit. I recently discovered the sub, and as I've been reading stories, I realized that this is a great place to post this story. If I'm wrong, please remove it. Back in the early 2000s, I remember vividly my mom telling me that my cousin Jay had unbirthed himself. Sorry, I have to say it like that, guys, to be okay with YouTube. And I remember it being a big deal because he had a few kids, and they were concerned if the mothers would still let my aunt and uncle see them. He has 3 baby mamas. We all talked about how bad we felt for his kids. Fast forward to a year ago, I got a call from my mom. She starts telling me about how Jay was engaged and getting married. She wanted to take my kids to get a dress. I was so confused. I kept thinking to myself, I thought he died. I just kind of went with it so I didn't sound like a complete jerk and delusional, but I was going through some mental confusion, badly. I remember he died. After that call, all of a sudden, Jay is around all the time, at family gatherings, etc. I never said anything to anyone, but I have been horribly weirded out by this memory. He hasn't been around at all since I remember he died. I hadn't seen him or heard his name for 15 or more years. All of a sudden, he's just there, alive. I seem to be the only one who is confused. I finally said something to my mom last night after reading stories here and deciding I should see if anyone else has his memory. She has no idea what I was talking about and now probably thinks her daughter is losing her mind. This is really bothering me and I can't understand why I have this memory and he's just around now. It's very creepy to me. So this person's having like a real life Mandela effect, except for the fact that they're the only one remembering it. So that's the big thing with the Mandela effect, is that it's everybody, or not everybody, but a large group of people remember the same thing, and so it's got to be very. You got to feel kind of alone when you're remembering something like this, and you're the only one who remembers it. Now I'm going to read a comment from Semi Spectral. Oh, dude, a couple months ago, my great uncle got the cough. He's 94 and diabetic, so the outlook was pretty grim. And sure enough, his daughter called up the family and informed everyone he had passed away from it. Then, about a week and a half later, she posted on Facebook saying that her dad was recovering well and she'd be bringing him home from the hospital at the end of the week. 3 family members have mentioned this to her, but she's insisted she never told anyone that he died. So, there you go, guys. That's you know what? Let's do one more. And this one's going to be kind of light, and there's going to be another thing that kind of disappears, but this is an interesting way this person got it back. And this is posted by user ograwk, and I asked the programmers to put it back, and they did. So let's see how that worked out for them. I've been following this sub for a few weeks now, and it's just making me realize all the times that things have glitched and I just brushed them off as weird. Just yesterday, I was looking for my little portable speaker to listen to some music. I looked all over the house multiple times and could not find it. I was getting frustrated and out of desperation said out loud, "Okay, programmers, you messed up. Put my speaker back." I walked into the living room and it was on the coffee table. I had looked there several times. Now, maybe I had missed it the 3 or 4 other times I looked, but maybe not. And there you have it, guys. That has been r/glitchinthematrix. You guys take it easy. Don't forget, Hexcraft Mechanics issue 2 is on Indiegogo now. I'd really like your support with that project. Link is in the description. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Hasta.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. It's so